12 other scandals involving Diddy that you might have forgotten. Hip-hop mogul P. Diddy was indicted by a federal court in Manhattan on September 24th, accused of running a massive criminal organization within the American entertainment industry, including charges like coercion and extortion. The victims in this case reportedly include promising young artists in the showbiz world, with one of the most notable victims being the famous singer Justin Bieber. The scandal became even more shocking when U.S. police raided Diddy's massive mansion in HBY Hills, where they found 1,000 bottles of baby oil. Diddy, a longtime well-known artist and a powerful producer with close ties to many of the world's top entertainment stars, frequently hosted lavish house parties attended by A-list celebrities such as Jay-Z, Beyoncé, Mariah Carey, Jennifer Lopez, and Usher. As more dark secrets from Diddy's personal life came to light, the public was left in disbelief. The number of victims tied to him surpassed what anyone could have imagined, with some truly surprising names coming to the surface. Today, we will expose the despicable acts of Diddy through this scandal. Number 1. In the summer of 2001, Diddy and his bodyguard drugged a female rapper. A serious incident came to light when Sarah Graves accused rapper Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, and his bodyguard, Joseph Sherman, of a horrific situation involving her. According to a lawsuit filed in 2023, Graves drank a glass of wine while in a car with Diddy and Sherman. Not long after, she began to feel dizzy, lightheaded, and weak. After losing consciousness, she woke up naked in a recording studio in Manhattan, New York. The lawsuit alleges that Diddy entered the room and took advantage of her vulnerability. Additionally, Sherman is accused of touching Graves' body while she was still unconscious. These details reveal the brutality of the event and the seriousness of the allegations against both Diddy and Sherman. This attack left Graves with deep physical and emotional scars. She was taken to a hospital by a taxi driver, but out of fear, she couldn't bring herself to leave the car, terrified that Diddy might retaliate and endanger her and her family if she reported the incident to the police. This event caused significant psychological trauma, leading Graves to develop severe depression and post-traumatic stress disorder. This incident not only highlights the cruelty of what occurred, but also shows the profound impact on the victim's mental health and overall well-being. Another disturbing detail revealed in the lawsuit is that, in November 2023, Graves learned from her ex-boyfriend that Diddy and Sherman had recorded the attack and shared the video with others. This action further traumatized Graves, severely violating her privacy and dignity. The lawsuit accuses Diddy, Sherman, and Diddy's associated businesses of violating New York's Gender Violence Victims Protection Act. Both Diddy and Sherman face charges for violating state civil law and the city's administrative law. This case not only condemns their disgusting behavior, but also serves as an indictment of the abuse of power by wealthy and famous individuals, leaving victims in difficult positions when trying to speak out and seek justice. Number 2. The class action lawsuit involving over 50 plaintiffs has sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry. Diddy's latest scandals surfaced when a massive class action lawsuit, including more than 50 plaintiffs, was filed against him in early 2024. The accusations center around serious offenses such as abuse of power, physical coercion, and illegal trafficking. Tony Bosby, the attorney representing the plaintiffs, revealed that the victims included both men and women, many of whom were very young when the incidents occurred. Prosecutors at the Manhattan Federal Court disclosed that Diddy is suspected of running an illegal organization for several years, dating back to at least 2008. Currently, Diddy faces multiple serious charges, including coercion and threats aimed at controlling others, with a potential maximum sentence of life imprisonment. In addition, he is accused of forcing numerous individuals to participate in inappropriate activities, carrying a minimum sentence of 15 years in prison. Number 3. In addition, Diddy is also facing charges related to human trafficking for malicious purposes, which could result in up to 10 years in prison. This is just a small part of the numerous legal troubles Diddy is currently dealing with. His lawyer is handling several other lawsuits from at least 6 additional victims. Shortly after Diddy's arrest on September 17, 2024, another woman filed a lawsuit against him, alleging that he incapacitated and harmed her at a recording studio in 2001. During a press conference following the arrest, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security revealed shocking evidence obtained during a raid on Diddy's apartment in March 2024. The evidence included stimulants, 1,000 bottles of baby massage oil, over 700 sensitive items, and several illegal weapons. Prosecutors stated that Diddy's organization used intimidation, coercion, and psychological manipulation to control many individuals, forcing them to participate in debauched parties with inappropriate activities. These parties were commonly referred to as freak-offs, Diddy Party, or White Party. Victims were forced to use stimulants to reduce their ability to resist, making them comply and participate in inappropriate activities. Prosecutors also revealed that, for years, victims remained silent due to their fear of Diddy's immense power within the entertainment industry. They were threatened that speaking out would destroy their careers or result in physical and psychological violence. Not only the victims, but many other celebrities were aware of Diddy's actions but were too afraid to speak up, fearing for their own careers and safety. Rappers like Eminem and 50 Cent had subtly referenced Diddy's darker side in their songs, but never dared to confront him directly. Their fears were validated when the court recently revealed that Diddy was linked to the 2012 attack on rapper Kid Cudi's car. These accusations are just a fraction of the long list of scandals that Diddy has been involved in over the years. The American hip-hop community has witnessed Diddy embroiled in several other major controversies in the past. Number 4. Covering up a shooting incident. In February 2024, music producer Rodney Jones filed a lawsuit against Diddy, accusing him of serious misconduct, including a shooting at the Chalice studio in Los Angeles. According to Jones's lawsuit, he became a victim of an attack while working with Diddy. Although details about the attack remain vague, Jones's accusations shed light on the abuse of power within the music industry, where high-profile figures like Diddy can exploit their status to engage in unacceptable actions. This attack is just one part of a broader lawsuit against Diddy, which also includes other allegations of violence and intimidation. Shortly after the lawsuit was filed, the Los Angeles police denied that any shooting had occurred at the Chalice studio. They stated that there was no evidence or reports confirming such an event. The police response cast doubt on the credibility of Jones' claims. Diddy's legal team quickly refuted all allegations, asserting that Jones' statements were completely baseless and fabricated. They argued that this was part of a scheme to tarnish Diddy's reputation and exploit his fame for financial gain. Rodney Jones' accusations have sent shockwaves through the music industry, adding to the growing list of scandals that Diddy has faced in recent years. Number 5. Labor law violations and worker abuse at a factory in 2003. Diddy's fashion brand, Sean John, was accused of serious labor law violations at a factory in Honduras, which produced clothing for the brand. Reports from human rights organizations and media outlets revealed that workers at the factory were mistreated and worked under harsh conditions. Workers at the Honduras factory stated that they were frequently required to work overtime without receiving the legally mandated additional pay. They had to work long hours every day, including weekends, to meet the company's production demands. However, their efforts were not acknowledged, and they did not receive any compensation for the overtime work. This not only violated international labor laws, but also highlighted the unfairness and exploitation of the workers. Workers were also subjected to daily body searches before and after their shifts to prevent theft. However, these searches were conducted in a way that was demeaning and violated their privacy, making them feel humiliated in an already stressful work environment. One of the most alarming accusations was the extremely low wages the workers received, despite working under grueling conditions with high pressure. Their wages were insufficient to meet basic living standards, and workers struggled to afford essential items such as food, housing, and healthcare. These accusations painted the factory as a sweatshop, where workers were heavily exploited for meager wages. These conditions prioritized profit over the rights and safety of the workers, reflecting a lack of social responsibility on Diddy's part in his business operations. When these allegations surfaced and became a topic of international media controversy, Diddy faced intense public backlash and scrutiny from human rights organizations. Initially, Diddy denied any direct involvement in the factory's conditions, claiming he was unaware of the labor practices there. However, Public pressure forced the Sean John brand to investigate and review its production processes at the factory to address the crisis. Diddy later announced that his company would conduct inspections and adjust policies at contracted factories to ensure workers' rights were protected. However, this announcement did little to quell criticism regarding Diddy's and Sean John's responsibility for maintaining ethical labor standards in their supply chain. Number 6. The 2017 harassment case involving chef Cindy Rua. In a 2017 lawsuit, Cindy Rua, Diddy's personal chef, accused him of harassment and detailed the toxic work environment she endured while working for him. Here's a closer look at what she described in her lawsuit. Cindy Rua claimed she often had to prepare and serve meals for Diddy and his guests in highly inappropriate and disrespectful situations. One shocking instance she mentioned was when Diddy and his guests appeared half-naked or behaved inappropriately in her presence. These incidents allegedly took place at Diddy's private residence, and Rua felt unable to refuse due to the nature of her job and Diddy's power. Rua also alleged that she was required to prepare and serve meals for Diddy even in unreasonable circumstances, which created a hostile work environment. In her lawsuit, she described occasions where she had to serve food while Diddy was unclothed or engaged in intimate activities with others, leaving her feeling extremely uncomfortable and exploited. When Cindy Rua reported the harassment to Diddy's estate manager and sought protection, she received no assistance. Instead, she faced retaliation from the management. Rua stated that after speaking out, she was falsely accused of stealing a watch and other valuables from Diddy's home, claims she strongly denied. She believed this was a tactic to silence her and force her to withdraw her complaints about the toxic work environment. Ultimately, she was fired without any compensation, prompting her to file a lawsuit seeking justice. The case was settled out of court in February 2019 for an undisclosed amount. This settlement was seen as an attempt to avoid further public controversy and protect Diddy's reputation. However, it also raised questions about the credibility of Rua's accusations, as if they were entirely unfounded. Diddy could have outright denied them. Number 7. Affair with Sarah Chapman. Diddy, whose real name is Sean Combs, and Kimberly Porter had a tumultuous relationship that spanned more than a decade, beginning in the mid-1990s. Throughout their time together, they had 3 children, Christian and twin daughters, Delilah Starr and Jesse James. The couple often appeared as a power duo in the entertainment industry, projecting the image of a happy family. However, underneath the surface were deep issues of trust and fidelity, particularly on Diddy's part. In 2006, while Porter was pregnant with their twins, she discovered that Diddy had been secretly having an affair with Sarah Chapman. Even more shocking, Chapman was also pregnant and gave birth to Diddy's daughter around the same time Porter gave birth to their twins. This revelation caused immense pain for Porter, exposing Diddy's betrayal and irresponsibility. Diddy's handling of the situation only made matters worse. Instead of admitting his wrongdoing and apologizing, he continued maintaining relationships with both women, creating chaos and heartache for everyone involved. In a later interview, Porter revealed that Diddy's having a child with another woman while she was pregnant was an unforgivable betrayal. She decided to end her relationship with Diddy, unable to tolerate the lies and lack of respect any longer. By the end of 2006, Porter and Diddy officially parted ways after she learned the truth about his relationship with Sarah Chapman. Porter left Diddy's home with their children and chose to live independently. Diddy attempted to reconcile and maintain a good relationship with Porter for the sake of their children, but the wounds he had inflicted were not easily healed. As for Chapman, she later admitted that her relationship with Diddy was not always smooth. The two faced public criticism and scrutiny, especially after the affair became public. This not only hurt Porter, but also affected Chapman and the child she had with Diddy. This complicated relationship demonstrated how Diddy's actions caused pain and instability for both women. In 2018, Porter passed away from pneumonia, and Diddy expressed that she was the love of his life. However, the public has not forgotten this scandal, which remains a significant stain on Diddy's personal life and career. Number 8. The 1999 Steve Stoute incident. At the time, Diddy, then known as Puff Daddy, appeared in rapper Nas's music video, Hate Me Now. In the video, Diddy was featured in a controversial scene where he was crucified in a pose resembling Jesus Christ. This provocative image made Diddy uncomfortable, and he requested that Nas and the production team remove the scene from the public release. However, due to an unfortunate error, the original version containing the crucifixion scene was sent to MTV and aired without Diddy's approval, which enraged him. On April 15, 1999, Diddy stormed into the office of Steve Stoute, Nas's manager at Trackmasters Entertainment, to confront him about the incident. But Diddy didn't come just to talk. According to reports, he attacked Stoute. This violent behavior highlighted Diddy's anger and his obsession with controlling his public image. After the attack, Stoute was hospitalized for evaluation of his injuries. The incident quickly gained major media attention and public scrutiny. Steve Stoute did not remain silent. He filed a lawsuit against Diddy, seeking compensation for the assault. Facing the prospect of a lengthy and costly legal battle, Diddy chose to settle the matter out of court to avoid further complications. He agreed to pay Stoute a significant settlement. While the exact amount was not disclosed, sources indicated that Stoute received around $500,000 to drop the lawsuit. Diddy's actions revealed not only his temper and violent tendencies when publicly humiliated, but also his extreme control over his brand and personal image. He couldn't tolerate his image being portrayed in a way that he didn't approve of. This incident further demonstrated Diddy's willingness to use violence to protect his image and status in the music industry. Number 9. The 2005 legal dispute over the name Diddy. While not the most serious scandal in Diddy's long list of controversies, the trademark dispute with British music producer Richard Dearlove serves as a testament to how fame and power can lead to unexpected complications in the entertainment industry. This seemingly simple story highlights how Diddy protects his personal brand, sometimes at the expense of others. Richard Dearlove, a British music producer, had been using the stage name Diddy since 1992. However, Sean Combs, then known as Puff Daddy, changed his name to P. Diddy in 2001 and later shortened it to Diddy in 2005. This name change immediately caused a problem because it coincided with the name that Richard Dearlove had already registered and used. Instead of negotiating or reaching a shared agreement, Combs insisted on using the name Diddy worldwide. This led Richard Dearlove to sue Diddy for trademark infringement. The legal battle wasn't just about who had the right to use the name, but also raised broader questions about how famous celebrities use their financial power and fame to dominate and suppress smaller players in the industry. As a result, when the case went to court, Diddy lost and was ordered to pay Richard Dearlove more than $100,000 as part of the settlement. Moreover, Diddy was banned from using the name Diddy in the United Kingdom. Having to pay a significant amount and being restricted from using his name in a European country shows that even powerful stars must adhere to intellectual property laws. More importantly, this case exposed Diddy's arrogance, as he seemed to believe that his fame and power allowed him to bypass legal and ethical boundaries. Number 10. Threatening Kirk Burroughs in 1993. Sean Combs, Diddy, founded the record label Bad Boy Records in 1993, and Kirk Burroughs became his business partner, serving as the company's president and general manager. Initially, this partnership held a lot of promise, quickly propelling Bad Boy Records to become one of the most renowned labels, collaborating with major artists like the Notorious B.I.G., Faith Evans, and Mace. However, tensions between Diddy and Burroughs escalated when Burroughs accused Diddy of using intimidation tactics to force him into giving up his 25% stake in the company. According to Burroughs, in 1997, Diddy and an associate barged into his office and demanded that he surrender his shares. Burroughs claimed that, fearing the threat of violence, he had no choice but to accept unfavorable terms and leave Bad Boy Records. After leaving the company, Burroughs filed a lawsuit against Diddy in 2003, seeking $25 million in compensation, alleging that he had been coerced and threatened into leaving the record label. Burroughs also emphasized that his contributions to the company's growth were disregarded and erased. He accused Diddy of removing his name from company records and forcing him to give up the shares he rightfully deserved. Diddy denied all the allegations, and the lawsuit was eventually dismissed due to the statute of limitations, leaving the public without a clear understanding of the full truth behind the story. Number 11. The nightclub shooting incident. One of the most significant and controversial scandals involving Diddy took place on December 27, 1999, at a nightclub in Manhattan. The event played out like a scene from an action movie, but it unfolded in real life, where fame and power can influence a person's fate. Diddy was accused of pulling out a gun and firing shots inside the nightclub, creating chaos. Also present at the scene, rapper Shyne was charged with firing a gun and injuring several people. Diddy faced the possibility of being sentenced to up to 15 years in prison, but with the help of two high-profile lawyers, Benjamin Braffman and Johnny Cochran, who had famously defended O.J. Simpson in his notorious murder trial, Diddy was acquitted of all charges. While Diddy was cleared, Shyne was not so fortunate. He was convicted of first-degree assault and sentenced to several years in prison. This shooting incident rocked the music industry and highlighted a harsh reality. Sometimes, power and money can allow individuals to escape the consequences of severe actions. What do you think of these accusations? Will Diddy ever be held accountable for the actions he's been accused of? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this content interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for updates on the latest entertainment industry scandals. Make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss the next video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.